Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're listening from today. My name is Joseph Afiso. I'm a Microsoft MVP and MCT. And today we are going to be looking at prompting in Copilot. That said, if this is the first time you coming across my video, please hit on the subscribe button. To utilize AI, one of the very important points that you must be aware of is it is what you give to the system that the system is able to give you back. And your efficiency in the supply of your prompt is very, very important. And that's why there are courses around prompt engineering and stuff like that. But today I want to make you become like a pro in prompting, even though you are not a prompt engineer. So Copilot is so sweet. So if you come to Copilot here in M365, for example, you're going to be having get calendar info, when is my next meeting with this person, and all of the other stuff that are here, like understanding the main point, key point from the files that you have. All of those. These are just predefined prompts that you would find very useful. Like this one is saying jumpstart a draft. So create a frequently asked question, that is FAQ based on. So if you click on here now, the next thing that will be expecting is for you to bring in some files from your OneDrive and then ask the system to help you put it there, that include clear headings and bullet points that enhance readability, ensuring. So this is like a very nice prompt, but all that you just need to do is put in the file there, and then this will be able to help you analyze what is in the AZ104 exam prep material, right? So, and also if you come to generate idea, so what this is going to do, let me just do this and remove this. So what this is going to do for you is going to say list idea for a fun remote team building event, ensuring that. So if you look at the way these prompts are being presented, they are very precise and descriptive enough for the system to understand what to do, like telling it to ensure that the list contain innovative and engaging idea that encourages collaboration, boost morale, and ensure memorable experiences for this is very detailed and precise of what you're looking for, so you'd expect to have like results that makes a lot of sense. But these are pre-built prompts, and usually they are not enough for you to know what you are looking for. So sometimes you want to also prompt the system yourself, or also you may want to have some prompts that you reference every time. But I need you to be aware that it is 16,000 character that can be here when you start describing your prompt. You can write as many as 160,000. I mean 16,000 rather, not 160,000. You can see that number down below here. So if you want to see that the prompts that are daring in Copilot that you can even save and reference later, you see this view prompts here. So you can click on view prompts. So this is going to show you the Copilot prompt gallery. So these are Microsoft prompts. So if like what is here is saying stay informed, what's the latest from this person, organized by email, chat, and file. So what do you think this is going to do for you? It's just going to come this way, and then it's going to ask you, maybe you want to pick up one person, a user in your organization, and this is saying what's the latest from this person, organized by email, chat, and file. So if you hit on these, what will happen is it will go right deep into the conversation you have with this guy and say, hi Joseph, it looks like there are no recent emails file from this guy. However, I found some recent chats from this related person on Teach Me Cloud Computing project and all of those. So this is because this is not like a regular user that we make use of, interact on a lot of things. So in saying that in this chat, the Benga mentioned that they were not home and were on their way, but they were uncertain about when they would be home. They also mentioned that their phone and all of those. So just imagine that this is like my boss, right? That I need to remember what we discussed like the previous day, like the previous week, and so on. So I may want to keep that prompt for my use. So what I will do is I'm just going now to the Copilot prompt gallery, and then what I will do is I will have to bookmark this particular prompt. What's the latest update from social person? So it's just going to be there as one of my saved prompts, right? So if you hit on this saved prompt, so what happens next is that you have it here under your prompts, so they're always going to be here. So for me, so far I have been able to keep the stay informed. I've also been able to keep the understand the main points, list key point from file, and then also here. So if I don't need this, I can take this out, and I can also take this out. Let's say I like this one so much and I want to use it. So if you come back to Microsoft Copilot prompts here, you would see that there are a lot of them on the list. Let's say track tags. So once you do this, you can always save what is there, and it will just be listed among your prompts that you can easily reference all the time. So what I want to look at is this here. What is it saying? Copy prompt link. So you can actually copy the prompt link and maybe share it with somebody to say, hey, you can check this prompt out. I found it very, very useful. So that's that. So for example, if you want to see like all the prompts that are going to be categorized based on the different technologies in or the different workloads in M365, talking about PowerPoint, talking about Outlook, talking about Excel, talking about Teams and all of that, you see down below here where you see view all prompts. So you can click on view all prompts, and then it's going to take you to like the home of all the prompts in Microsoft Lab, right? So they called it the Copilot Prompts Gallery, which is like the Copilot Lab, where you can see like all the prompts that you are looking for. Now if for example you want to categorize this prompt, so if you click on here to show more, there are lots, right? So you can keep on clicking and then they will just be expanding. So that means that there are a lot. So what I wanted to look at here, for example, is that you can categorize this prompt based on the task that you want it to perform. Let's say, for example, you want to maybe understand documents. You can maybe come to understand, and then if you come here, you will see that these prompts here are from Microsoft. That's one. And then here is saying, what does the document say about the role? So this is like a prompt, right, that can guide you to start up something. Let's say, for example, you want to also now streamline the outcome of your filter to make sure that what you just want to see is your PowerPoint prompts, right? So what you do is you can come to application and then you can put it on PowerPoint, and if there are prompts that speaks to understand, then you will just see them popping up for you here, and you can decide to pick what you want to look at. Maybe investigate strategy comparison, compare the pros and the cons of the most common investment strategy. So that means you want to use this, right? And then if also you want to filter according to the prompts that speak exactly to your own field. Let's say you are in legal and then you want it to come as legal. That means that there is no prompt for PowerPoint that speaks to understand that is in legal right now at the moment. So what about we remove this and we want to put ask? So there's still no ask. What about catch up? There's no catch up. So what if we free this to include word, and then you'll see that we'll have few of them. So what I'm trying to point out here is beyond you seeing these prompts, right, you can also look at it to understand like the way prompting behaves in Copilot. So this is saying search for and compile a list of cases similar to our current situation, focusing on those with successful outcome, including case summary, key legal arguments, and the strategies employed. Now with this, you will be able to understand how Copilot prompt actually works. You will see that it is action that is speaking here, and then description of what you want that action to be. Search for, that is an action, and compile an action, a list of cases. This is now description of the now of what you wanted to do, similar to our current situation, focusing on this. And then if you so much want to use this prompt, of course, you can just sign in here, and then you have option to save, because right now on this particular browser, I am not signed into the Copilot Lab yet. So if I hit on this sign in and then it signs me in, then the option to save will automatically be available. So I'm just going to pick this my tenant, and then I should be signed in a bit. So when I'm signed in, then you will see that the prompting, even here on the Copilot Lab, this option here to save will now come up for me to save this prompt, and then they are now going to be referencing under my saved prompts, right? So you can use this to understand how prompting actually works. So from here, it is telling about the category, then more like this are here, get a to-do list, and then all of that. So if you see anyone that looks very great to you, you can always have it, and then when you come to your Copilots, you can, when you refresh, you would see it under your prompts, and then you can always make use of those prompts. So with your adequate understanding of prompts, so when you keep using the prompt that are built by Microsoft, knowing that they are action, and then description of the noun that you want to achieve from your action or from the prompts or from the commands that you are giving it to help you do, then you will really be able to understand and fully utilize the efficiency of Copilot prompts in M365. And that's how beautiful it is. You can always go view your prompts that you have saved, and you can easily utilize these prompts just so you can use them to look at what you want to achieve yourself. So that is how you can play around your Copilot prompts and then keep some things very, very close to you, and then you can always reference them when you need to do that. So thank you very much for watching to this point, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you do, please give it a like. If you've not subscribed to this channel, hit on the subscribe button please, because that's very important to me. Thank you for now. I'm coming up with the next one. Just stay tuned. Cheers.